Oops. This is what we're making this week. It is a chalkboard for putting outside of your business or for your kids or craft show, whatever you want to do with that kind of thing. This video is late and I apologize about that. I had intended this to be 2 episodes, so I was taking my time with it. But then I screwed up my f-stop. So at that point I figured I should just cram everything together. So everything's late. There's also going to be parts of the video that are dark because I screwed up my f-stop. Hopefully it's less than 1.5 minutes of the footage, and I apologize about that now, but please stick through it. Because I had changed my f-stops on my camera, everything got very dark and thus it's very grainy. So to bring out a lot of the contrast, I'm just pushing it into black and white so it's a little easier to see. This is just going to be for a little bit. I did draw in some extra elements to the top and the bottom of this. I didn't put those in because of time. The width of this stock, the front stock, is 2.5 inches. The back stock is 1 5/8 of an inch. And I'm going to build 2 frames. The 2 side rails are 27.5 inches long. The width of it ended up being 17 1/8 of an inch. I started with the front frame and grooved using my Stanley 45 all the way around, top to bottom. Here I'm mortising the top piece for the front and then building the tenons for it. As you can see here, I'm cutting a haunch on the tenon so that the ends look okay. I did end up using a drill to drill through what would be a pinhole for this, but you'll see I'm going to end up using rope for that pinhole. Mainly that's because I want this to come apart, so that in case that board ever needs replaced in the center, it will be able to come apart. After I had gotten the top rail in place, I used its width to figure out the width that I need at the bottom rail to be, since they have to be the same. The center board that I painted chalk paint onto is a piece of MDF. I did seal it off with a flash coat of shellac. I know that's not perfect, but it will be some protection if it does get caught in the elements. Then I went through and did the whole process with the back, except I didn't do the grooving this time, so there's no haunch. And then I glued up that front frame and glued up the back frame just the same. Both of these were only 1/16 of an inch out of square, so I was very, very proud of that. Okay, so this is the steel wool and vinegar mixture. This is a light colored wood, so I've painted it with a coffee water, a very, very, very thick coffee water, and that adds a lot of tannins into the lighter color wood so that this reaction is a bit more strong. You'll see this exact thing going on in my 17th century Bible box in one of these corners. Few warnings: wear clothes that you don't care about, keep your white dogs out of the shop. If you have wood around that you don't want to get splattered, cover it up, and make sure you wear gloves. You may want to wear a face mask. I actually, almost 3 years ago now, got a little dot right here and I didn't wipe it off real quick, and it's actually still there. You probably won't be able to see it from there, but I know it's there. It's definitely there when I shave. It's a tattoo.
What I really love about this finish is that you can see it happening right away. Still, I let it dry and I came back and I did a second coat of the vinegar mixture on it, which just made it darker. It does raise the grain, and I didn't sand back that grain, so I was able to use a brush, a chip brush here, and dry brush a whitewash onto it. It just helps age things a little bit. One of the problems with this kind of finish is you can really overdo it real quick, and quite frankly that top carving got a little overdone. And then I sealed all of that off with a flash coat of shellac. I had these two hinges that I don't really like, and they were sitting around, so I decided to throw them onto this. In the bottom rail of both frames I drilled a hole, and that's going to take the cotton rope that I used. Threaded that cotton rope through and tied uni knots onto the end of them. And then it's done.
The finish on this turned out really well. I did screw up a little bit up here, but I'm pretty happy with it. I do have a groove going around here, so I don't think I showed you. I drilled some weep holes in the bottom of the groove in the back so that water can get out. But that's pretty much it. This thing turned out much better than I thought it would. Again, I'm sorry, everything's late, but please subscribe, like, and comment, and see you guys next week, hopefully on time. I'll probably put up a video on Tuesday of that carving, just so that you can see it a little more in detail. All right, hope you guys have a good week, and take care. Sorry.